Abot po niya. Ikaw na, nandiyan ka na.
Siya nababakante ng ganun kadalas, ano? Kasi isa pa naming observation ngayon, parang yung turnover in terms of people leaving our R&D Institute is not that high. Okay? Kahit nga yung pag-asa noon na sinasabi nilang nag-a-abroad ang karamihan ng mga taga-pag-asa, hindi na po totoo yun. And at that time, and we also thought that itong ating naman mga researchers, if they are really good, hindi naman sila mawawala ng projects na magagawa. And I still recall ang aking parang modelo dito. It was so long ago. You know, in August of 1983, we were invited to go to Australia. When we went around yung scheduled tour, I noticed that the people working as scientists are not actually permanently employed in those positions. So they are given contracts for project to project, and then these researchers, siyempre, they show naman that they are very productive. Hindi sila nawawala ng projects na ginagawa. But they are well compensated. And so parang ito yung naisipan namin ni Yusek, and I really was surprised when I first met by Zoom the first 25 or 26 shows that to me, most Filipino scientists actually they really want to work and help our country. It's really by force of circumstances that some of them have to stay abroad, but given the opportunity, they will be willing to help. The other point I would like to mention, but this is already regarding the Balik Scientist Program. Ako po ay tuwan-tuwa nung hindi ko na makita, puro ng maskara tayo. Nung i-announce na natin yung nagpakita ng interest. And ito ay hindi lamang in terms of salita. They came, 7 of them came from the US. From the US, from Australia, from the UK. Starting research projects funded by the budget given by DBN, even if the Virology and Vaccine Institute is not yet created. For the last 2 years, they have been setting aside budget for that. If I'm not mistaken, around 280 million in 2021 and around 800 plus million in 2022. On top of that, they have already allocated money for the setting up of the Virology and Vaccine Institute facilities in Clark Green Zone. But the money is not given to us, it's given to DPWH. Now, that is an indication that the government is serious about it, kaya lang ay medyo na delay sa Senate. Sa House, walang problema. They have really pushed hard to establish and approve this piece of legislation, pero sa Senate po ay hindi na-take up. Now, we also important, dinidetail sa iba't ibang institutions and regions, ay may counterpart po na hindi important. Yung RD Lead program na ang gagaling din po ng ating mga scientists, no? And they are willing to work long, even 6 months yata. Some of them stay for 6 months in the regions, in the institutions where which they help in getting their R&D programs and centers started. And these are really top of the line, kumbaga, sa ating one of our S&T Fellows. And of course, by giving also the advice that in anything that we do, there are always challenges along the way, you know. to reach the destination, it is not that smooth, okay, all the time. And we have to just think that if we are determined, we will be able to succeed. Magandang umaga po muli sa inyo.
Maraming salamat po, Secretary Boyd.
Good question. Before, there were only a few nuclear medicine physicians in the Philippines, and I decided to go that way. And then, to further increase my education and training, I went into fellowship in pediatric nuclear medicine. So, basically, because there are only quite a few nuclear medicine physicians during at that time. Several reasons, of course. First is it's different to me. The atmosphere is different. And recently, there are more opportunities for researchers and scientists in the Philippines, which will make it really an attractive incentive for a scientist like me. And of course, it's good to contribute capital to the Philippines.
Dr. Thomas Pascual. I'm a nuclear medicine physician with special interest in health economics, hybrid imaging, and health professions education. I'm currently an S&T Fellow detailed at the Philippine Nuclear Research Institute. I had an opportunity to serve as a balik scientist between 2019 and 2021 under the same institute and also under the PCHRD. Previously, I was an international civil servant working as a nuclear medicine physician and a technical officer at the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Austria. This is the UN agency known for being a nuclear watchdog, but also an agency responsible for the technical transfer of capacity building efforts in the field of peaceful uses of nuclear techniques. According to the WHO, worldwide, an estimated 20 million new cancer cases and almost 10 million cancer deaths occurred in 2020. And the predicted global burden will double to about 40 million new cancer cases by 2040, with the latest increases in low middle income countries. Countries with lower incomes, including the Philippines, have significantly worse population outcomes, and have countries, people at the lowest economic levels have poorer cancer outcomes and are more likely to suffer from financial hardships. Thus, there's a need to scale up nuclear medicine to achieve universal health care. And it's an essential to improve outcomes and save lives in all countries. Non-communicable diseases like cancer and dementia are top killer in the Philippines. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, heart disease is still leading cause of death in 2020. And on the other hand, neoplasms or cancer, commonly known as or cancer, came in second with about 60,000 deaths, which is equivalent to 10% of the population. For cancer, nuclear medicine plays a critical role in the clinical management of these patients. Nuclear medicine imaging technology is commonly used in cancer staging and in restaging, and it's very important for the clinical management of this patient. As you can see on the photo here, with the arrow, we can see the extent of cancer of a patient affecting the body. This gives a clinician an appropriate treatment strategies in order to provide the correct intervention for the patient. Should we treat or not? So that's the question. If we treat, will the body respond after a few cycles? The second photo then showed the successful treatment of the physician. Without this technology, nuclear medicine, cancer treatment will be a guessing game. So it is a goal of the DOST to bring nuclear medicine and research into our country to be able to do two things: to improve research and capacity building in the field of radiopharmaceutical development, and at the same time, bring this technology to help in the cancer management of the Filipino people. Still, the question remains, is our country equipped with evolving technology, and is there equitable access for everyone? Unfortunately, at the moment, not too many. For PET-CT facility in our country would only about 7, and 5 of them are concentrated in Metro Manila. For the cyclotron facility, which would produce the radioactive medicine to be injected to the patient, it will be only about 3. So if we are able to put more of this cyclotron and PET-CT facility and focus on research, then we can make this technology more accessible to the Filipino people. As a basic scientist and an ST Fellow, it's an honor to contribute knowledge and journey to improve
minors in botany, horticulture, and plant tissue culture. I also took up MS Biochemistry
We're
with
developing
minors in
researches that I aim that will be useful and beneficial to strengthen and address the needs of the Filipino people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr.
MSPB to assign to the diagnostics program of PCHRD. With the S&T Fellows program, I am looking forward with working with local Filipino researchers towards the development of world-class, cost-effective, and most importantly, locally made diagnostic technologies so that universal healthcare is accessible to all Filipinos. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, I'm Amy, the S&T Fellow for Omic Technologies for Health of the PCHRD. And my vision is for the program to be able to support our local scientists to push beyond their limits in their use of multi-omic technologies as the basic sciences, translational research, and clinical medicine integrate to address different diseases and conditions of the Filipinos. So we invite you to collaborate with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we hear from Dr. Phoebe?
Magandang agahan po sa ating lahat. I am Dr. Phoebe Nicole Perez. I'm the S&T Fellow for the Biomedical Devices Engineering for Health program of the PCHRD. And during my service, I hope that I can develop more local medical devices which are accessible to all Filipinos. And I also hope to strengthen policies that will promote the growth of the biomedical device industry in the Philippines. Maasahan niyo po na kasama niyo ako sa pagsulong ng R&D para sa bayan. Thank you.
Salamat po, Dr. Phoebe. How about Dr. Maria Neda?
Maayong aga sa inyong tanan. I am Maria Neda Alcudia Catalma from PCHRD Functional Food and Nutrition and Food Safety Programs. Maayong aga sa inyong tanan. I am Maria Neda Alcudia Catalma from the PCHRD Functional Food, Nutrition, and Food Safety Programs. My vision for this program is to explore functional foods from our biodiverse food sources, from the mountains to the oceans, establish health claims, and check the impact of nutrition and food safety to our health. As an S&T Fellow, I wish to serve the country and padayon kita tanan. Salamat.
Salamat po, ma'am. Dr. Carol?
Hi, good morning. I'm Dr. Carol Jo Angelic Castro Calpito. I am the S&T Fellow of the Re-Emerging and Emerging Diseases Program of the PCHRD. And I am honored and grateful to be part of this endeavor. And through the S&T program, I hope to contribute to research and development of local and novel technologies, therapeutics, surveillance, prevention, control, and management of re-emerging and emerging diseases. We at PCHRD continue to promote and support health R&D for the benefit of the Filipino people, especially for the marginalized populations. In my local dialect, matago-tago tako amin. Mabuhay!
Thank you so much, Dr. Carol. Last but definitely not the least, Dr. Albert, please.
Hello, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. I'm Dr. Albert Remus Rosana, the S&T Fellow deployed at the Philippine Council for Health Research and Development, manning the Tuklas Lunas or the Drug Discovery and Development Program of our country. Through the Tuklas Lunas program, we at PCHRD envision to develop and put forward world-class medicines by using the mega diversity potential of our country, leveraging on the expertise of our Filipino scientists. I'm quite thrilled to be back here in the country, and at this junction of our career, we are building and contributing to our nation by driving a sustainable and strong scientific citizenry. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po. We now present to you the new batch of S&T Fellows. There you have it, our S&T Fellows for PCHRD. And of course, for our group photo on my cue, in 3, 2, 1, say S&T. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, another photo for the book. Okay, while you're saying, okay. From each of
I am Dr. Francis N. Baleta, a former research and development leader of the National Research Council of the Philippines, and now an S&T Fellow of the DOST-PCHRD. I will be focusing on the current programs, projects, and initiatives under the environment sector of the Industrial Technology Development Division. I look forward to collaborating and working with you and the industry, particularly on the sustainable waste management in both the terrestrial and aquatic environments, and also in crafting policies and roadmap for a circular economy. Looking forward to working with you all. Magandang agaham po sa lahat.
My work involves talking to people with various accents of the English language, hence the Balik Scientist program, as well as talking to the shy but very enthusiastic researchers in the Laylayans and in the regions. So all these for the improvement of science and technology in the country. So good morning again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gilbert. Dr. Joyce, please.
Hello? Hi. Magandang agahan po sa ating lahat. I am Dr. Joyce de Guzman, one of the S&T Fellows assigned in DOST-PCHRD. So, as a DOST scholar, it feels so good to come back and give back to the country. Thank you so much, DOST, for this opportunity given to us to work for the government and serve the Filipino people. As an S&T Fellow, my work is on the advancement of optics and photonics sector. So I'm really looking forward to collaborating with you in introducing sustainable innovations to further improve the lives of each and every Filipino people. Maraming salamat po.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Christian Chrysostom, assigned sa DOST-PCHRD under the electronics sector. So, ako po ay buong proud na sinasabi na nagsimula po ako bilang DOST scholar and ngayon po ay DOST S&T Fellow na. Kung wala po ang DOST, wala rin po akong, hindi ko rin po mararating kung nasaan po ngayon. Kaya maraming salamat po sa program na ito. And bilang na-assign po sa sector namin, electronics is one of the malaking parte ng economy natin. So I'm hoping to contribute to develop and further strengthen and find the gap between industry and research to help improve the lives of our fellow Filipinos. Maraming salamat po and magandang po.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Christian. Again, presenting to you the new batch of S&T Fellows in DOST-PCHRD. There you have it. And on my cue, 3, 2, 1, say S&T. All right, so can we hear a message from...
Good morning. There are two things that I'm thankful of. One is the opportunity to be opportunity as a DOST S&T Fellow, as well as an opportunity to work at PICARD. My field of specialization or my field of research is in gender and development, and I have worked in an institute that had they did a rigorous process in institutionalizing gender concerns into their programs. And one of the reasons why is that it was required by the funded agency. So mainstreaming gender in research and development implementation gives an opportunity for men and women to have equal access to economic and social aspects and to enjoy a happy life and also a happy family. And on the other hand, also in mainstreaming gender in research and development management gives an opportunity for a gender-friendly workplace. And as a S&T S&T Fellow, I will be working at Picard. I hope to align gender concerns into the research program of Picard. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Miss Joyce. You may now take your seats. And we wish you now take for your signature moment. Okay, another photo opportunity. Say S&T in 3, 2, 1. S&T. We will now be hearing a message from Engineer Reynaldo PEÑAS.
Hello, good morning. Hi, I'm Ted, Electronics Product Management S&T Fellow for DOST-ASTI. To DOST, OUSEC-RD, and ASTI, I am very grateful and honored for giving me this exciting and thrilling experience to be as awesome as they are. Innovators in the service of the Filipino people through electronics, information, communications, and space technology innovation, development, and management. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Engineer Ted. Presenting to you, the S&T Fellow for DOST-ASTI. So this time, you now take your seat. And on my cue, say S&T in 3, 2, 1. So shall we hear from Dr. RAUL JAVIER?
Hello, good morning again. I am Dr. RAUL JAVIER, and I am grateful to the DOST for giving me this chance to work for the government, for our people, and for our uniformed personnel. I am really thankful. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. RAUL. How about Mr. Edmar Camantiga, please?
Hello po, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Edmar Camantiga. And bilang S&T Fellow, gusto ko muna pong magpasalamat sa pagkakataon na ito para makapagbahagi po sa kontribusyon o makapagbahagi po ng mga advances sa science and technology. So bilang S&T Fellow po, layunin ko po na ipakilala at ipakita ang kahandaan ng Institute sa larangan ng drug discovery and development sa pakikipagtulungan po with my fellow S&T Fellow at iba pang higher institute po. So maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po. Presenting to you the S&T Fellows for say S&T. And how about a message from Dr. FIDES?
Yes. Hello, I'm FIDES ZAULDA. I'm an S&T Fellow at the DOST-ITDI, and I'm working with plant viruses. I just want to thank the Office of the Undersecretary and the DOST and the ITDI for giving me this opportunity to work with you and for all the support you have given me throughout this year. As we have all seen from the pandemic, viruses, even though they are very, very small, they can be very, very effective and devastating. So I'm hoping that the work that we do at the ITDI will be able to help the Philippines mitigate any future problems we encounter from viruses of animals, humans, and plants.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fides. Okay, presenting the S&T Fellow for And on my cue, say S&T in 3, 2, 1.
Magandang agham sa ating lahat. So ako po si Dr. Mark Christian Manuel, S&T Fellow for MIRDC, signed under the AMSET project, which is basically about additive manufacturing. So I'd like to thank Sir Bob and Ma'am Geb for giving me this opportunity to be able to impart part of my passion, which has been with me for the past 8 years. So as I was hearing each and everyone's presentation earlier, I see a lot of potential application for additive manufacturing. And I do hope that you are interested in working with us on further advancing our country on this emerging technology. Thank you.
And of course, we would like to acknowledge the presence of their Deputy Executive Director, Dr. Valerie Ann Samson. You may now take your signature moment. And on my cue,
and as an S&T Fellow at PNRI, I'm looking forward that I am able to apply my field and also, of course, the nuclear techniques available for the care and protection of the environment. And actually also, I consider myself blessed to receive a good education, S&T education, especially in college, where I was also a DOST scholar up to my graduate studies. Kaya naman as an S&T Fellow, I am very thankful na at this time, ako naman po ay makapagbigay for our countrymen in need of help. And hopefully, through R&D projects, I get to develop something for them. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Engineer John Caldo. Let's hear from Dr. Americus Perez.
Hi, good morning po. Ako si Americus Perez. I'm currently detailed in the Nuclear Materials Research Section of PNRI. So with the signing po of year 164 and the position paper of NASA po on the nuclear energy, we believe po that in the coming years it will be very exciting for nuclear energy, and as a geologist, we want to focus po on the nuclear side. So maraming pong salamat, ma'am, for this opportunity, and more importantly, for a chance to do science in the Philippines.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Justin Perry. Let's hear from Mr. Kurt Luis. Sorry. Dami yun. Pumapangat na si Miss Dayan. Okay po, Dr. Justin Perry.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Justin Domingo. I'm an environmental geoscientist at PNRI. First of all, I would like to thank you, SENGEV and DOST for this excellent opportunity to create positive impacts on the R&D landscape of the country. I would also like to thank Director Arcilia, Ma'am Van, and PNRI for the trust. Ang assignment ko po is to help with the Philippines remediation of mine tailings project. So it's mining related, pero more of how to improve po yung number one problem ng mining, which is yung mine waste. So hopefully maging successful po. Yun lang po. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Justin. This time, Mr. Kurt Luis Solis.
Alright, so I'm Buntag. Good morning everyone. Magandang araw po.
I'm Kurt Solis from DOST-PNRI, and I'm currently working on the Food Authenticity and Traceability Program of PNRI using stable isotope fingerprinting. And hopefully, I will work on the trace pollutant monitoring din naman sa PNRI. So I would like to take this opportunity as well to thank DOST S&T Fellows.
Engineer Mark Gino Anipelio.
Good morning. Before I start, I would like to thank UCPF for this opportunity. It's always been a privilege to be an S&T Fellow. You know, as the effects and global warming and climate change is inevitable, and this is mainly due to the utilization of fossil fuels for energy. The search for a cleaner source of energy is of great significance, and nuclear energy comes into the picture. As a nuclear power plant engineer and as a S&T Fellow in PNRI, I actually assist in implementing projects related to establishment of nuclear facilities as well as education. And I think this is very important for capacity building, especially the integration of nuclear energy in our countries is currently in discussion, and for the plant rehabilitation of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Again, good morning everyone.
The least, Dr. Jose Antonan Jr.
May text na lang I am Santos B. Untunan Jr. And microplastics are everywhere. They were detected in air, in land, in water, in bodies of water, in the food we eat, in the water we drink, and recently in human body. A problem on microplastics is becoming a major concern, not just here in the Philippines, but also worldwide. A problem that must be systematically and scientifically addressed immediately. As an S&T Fellow who is recently assigned in PNRI, I will be working with the group of Dr. Julian Mantli and Deputy Director Valerie Ann Samson to address this concern on microplastics using nuclear science and technology, particularly the proper and responsible use of E-beam and gamma radiation techniques and other possible approaches to mitigate or, if possible, eradicate microplastics. And I hope that in the coming days, we will be in the right path in creating systematic and scientific program or approach in dealing with this particular problem, and of course, with the help of DOST programs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jose. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the new S&T Fellows for DOST-PNRI. Okay, one more shot. Say S&T in 3, 2, 1. In the chat box or in the comment section. Okay? So I think they're all moving. Diba? Nakangiti pa rin.